Welcome to another edition of Classic Elite Reviews. This is Joe Hunsaker, and today I'm going to review Fable 3, developed by Lionhead Studios. Fable 3 is the third game of the Fable series and has been one that I've really enjoyed through the series, and there are some really neat things that they did with this edition and some improvements that they've made to make the gameplay a little bit smoother. Here you can see we are dancing with one of the people out in the world, and you can make friendships with these people by various types of interactions you can do. Same thing we've seen in the previous Fable games. It's just they changed it a little bit, made it a little bit simpler. Here is the sanctuary, and this is where you go when you want to pretty much do anything related to doing weapons and armor and spells and changing your clothes and navigating around the map. Here you specifically see looking at weapons and various things you can do with the weapons. The weapons have different things where they enhance themselves as you play and are different based on the things that you do with them. So like how you kill people, or if you use magic while you're using the weapon, and various things like that. Here you see we're looking at some spells and different things you can do with the different spells. You can combine them together, which is a nice thing, which is pretty neat. You have to choose the spells you want to use, and you can do this at any time. Where we're looking at, you just hit start, and it takes you into the sanctuary, and you can go change about anything you want. You can change your weapons, you can change what spells and the combinations of spells you're using, all through this three-dimensional game-driven UI. Here we're going to go look at changing your clothing. You can use right trigger and right button to kind of cycle through clothing, the tattoos that you've purchased, the haircuts and facial hair. You can cycle through these and you can apply them and see what they look like at any time you want. It's very easy now to change your appearance. There you can kind of see I was flipping through the various clothes, and now we're exiting out. This is where it shows how much gold you've obtained. There was also shows what achievements you've tracked and the trophies that you got in the game. Here you see kind of where you see your online settings. There's these you just walk right up to the wall there, and you can change. You hit A and you can change various things. You can actually set it to where you can only, if your friends are online playing, the little orb will appear in the game, and you can see that orb and interact, and you can pull that character into your game and you can play together. You can also set it to where you see anybody online. Here I'm just happening to look through some of the stats that you can look at. It keeps track of pretty much everything that you do in the game. It keeps track of. You can go see your stats. This is called the road to rule, and as you progress through the game, the whole purpose is to go out and get people to follow you, because you're the king's brother, and he's a pretty evil guy, and to save Albion you need to go out and start a revolution, and you do that by going out and doing quests for various peoples, and if you do the quests for them, then you can get them to be a follower, and they'll back you up later on in the game. Here you see where I'm navigating around how you go view houses, and you can purchase them, repair them, and purchasing homes is a great way to build money, and it's great to do it early on. Here you can see I was changing how much profit that house gets you. But you really want to buy and rent out houses, as many as you can early on, because you really build money. Every 5 minutes you earn the money from the rent, or if you buy shops, you earn money from their profits. And you can adjust how much profit or rent you have. The higher you make it, the people will hate you for it. Or if you make it low or normal, people will then like you for it. Here you can see some of the other ways early on in the game. These are more useful where you're making money. So here I'm doing blacksmithing, and if you follow the sequence there along the bottom with the various buttons that match the colors, it's a great way to make money. And each time you do it successfully, the multiplier goes up, and so you're making more and more and more money each time you do it, and with a maximum of 10x multiplier. And if you mess up, then it just restarts your multiplier at 1. Here you can see I'm out in the game world, and as you walk around the world, if you hear your dog bark, you always want to turn and look, because he may have found treasure, or in this case, a dig spot. And so you just go over and follow your dog, and it'll take you to the spot, and you hit A, and you'll dig something up. And it may be gold, it may be clothes, it could be about anything. Here was happened to be a book to train your dog how to do something. Here's a little bit of footage for the action in the game. Here you can see I've applied the vortex spell and the lightning spell, and as you hold the button down, you can kind of see the circle appear on the ground. It gets bigger the longer you hold it down, and the more powerful it'll be. Here I'm doing a flourish with the sword, kind of missed, but here I'll get it set up again. Okay, here I'm going to do a flourish, and it kind of is a little finishing move, or like a slow motion move kind of thing. Doesn't always quite do that, but there was a finishing move on the ballerine. There was kind of another flourish style move. And that is the Fable 3 game. I hope you enjoy it. I sure did.